Boy, today is one of the few days in the last probably month, 6 weeks or so, where there's just really a lot of complacency in the marketplace. Like you said, 25% of these companies, S&P 500 companies, reporting this week. You'd think there'd be more activity, more volume, and it's really been very stock-specific to the company of the day.
Why do you think that's the case?
Well, I do think that, like you mentioned, tomorrow morning's jobs number, people are on the sidelines waiting for that. But the prevailing, feeling on that one is it's really not going to show much that's going to make any difference to the Fed in terms of tapering. That the tapering is still probably off the table till the end of this year and won't start till maybe first quarter next year. But you look all around across the board, whether it's in the commodity space, the options space, it's really light volume all the way throughout today.
And I'm curious, if people are refocused again on the Fed and they've pushed out the tapering expectations, does that mean that even sort of subverts any trading on earnings, any sort of macro trading on earnings, because people are thinking, well, stimulus is still going, we're going to keep buying?
Well, again, after the jobs number comes out tomorrow, I do think that we'll see some robust activity really pick up. I mean, that's really now front and center as far as Washington is concerned and the economy is concerned. And then I think after tomorrow we will get more activity based on the rest of the earnings reports that are coming out this week, because quite frankly, it's the earnings reports and guidance going forward now that can really drive this market into the fourth quarter here.
So, Scott, going into that jobs report tomorrow, going into all these earnings, is there any sort of favorite trade that you're putting on?
I like Apple, and quite frankly, Apple is typically a buy the rumor, sell the news type stock. And we've seen this run-up over the last 3-4 trading days going into their iPad announcement tomorrow. But on the heels of the iPad announcement, they also have earnings coming out next week. Now, Apple just blew through a major resistance points of 515 today with barely any sort of resistance whatsoever, trading 520 and change. I think there's still upside to 535. So I would look at maybe buying some call spreads in Apple, not just for the news tomorrow, but also going into earnings next week.
So you think the momentum, just quickly, is actually going to last this time around?
Absolutely, because we have this earnings on the backside of the announcement tomorrow.